G'day everyone. On the 8th of January 2022, I attended the first model railway exhibition for the year, about 3 hours from Melbourne in the coastal city of Warrnambool. Now, before we get into the video where I'm going to go through the layouts that were there and a few other bits and pieces, don't forget to be subscribed if you haven't already, just so you can keep up to date with all the videos that I've got coming out in the future. Anyway, let's get into the video. There was about 12 or so layouts of varying scales, themes and sizes, and there was also a handful of retailers, some demonstrations of kit building and more. Like these dioramas from Art of the Diorama, which demonstrates what can be achieved on your layout. These highly detailed models were scratch built from different materials and tools. Before you entered the exhibition, there was this beautiful 7¼ inch NA class locomotive on display. Now, staying with Victorian narrow gauge, we'll take a look at the layout that had the largest footprint, the Beechy. This DCC ON30 modular layout is loosely based on Victorian Railway's narrow gauge Beech Forest line in the Otway Ranges. So you'll see a lot of familiar looking locomotives and rolling stock if you've ever been to the Puffing Billy Railway. And I must say, I very much like this layout as it has an excellent focus on scenery. And I like that although it was along the back of the room, it wasn't exactly straight, so you couldn't see all of it at once when being viewed from a few metres away. This railway is designed, constructed and operated by the Sunbury Model Railway Club. This layout can also be extended to a massive 19 metres.
It was originally designed to be almost a diamond shape. I'll leave you with this mess, mate. Oh, okay. I don't know why he's here, but oh well, whatever. You'll have a mess from the back. This section here. Yeah. Right. But you can run on their lines as well. Yeah. So all the layouts when they built the modules, they're built to a certain profile. I should have. Yeah. Highview Cottages, which is it's an equestrian.
I'll leave you with it and I'll catch up with you after.
Absolutely, mate.
Fit, Rachel? Are we going to fit?
I'm just going after from that one end for you.
Just stand back, Rachel.
Next layout is Borderline. This HO scale layout is based on a fictitious town somewhere on the Victorian and South Australian border. The layout does feature a station with a small yard, cement and grain sidings. This layout is set in the 1980s when both states saw a lot of mixed traffic. I did like that this layout was at an appropriate height for our younger rail fans to see all the action.
Next year I'm gonna bring money and buy a model for the train tracking.
Double O layout, Hollow Glen, a layout set around an old English castle, somewhere in the north of England or maybe even the Scottish countryside. They said that the layout takes you on an imaginary journey through tunnels over bridges as they sweep around the layout, crossing over and under other trains. The layout is DCC, as well as having a controller there for anyone to have a go at driving one of the trains around the town. American N-scale layout, CLINCHFIELD. This layout features more than 2,500 scale trees, running mainly CLINCHFIELD locomotives and rolling stock. However, other American lines can also be found. Staying with American N-scale with the Ballarat Model Railway Club's Northwest Passage. This layout is based on the northwest coast of the USA. Not set in any particular era, but it is great for running long trains with a mix of freight, passenger, ore, coal, or even these aircraft fuselages.
We're all primed to go in 2020 and it all...
Now if you like the look of this layout, the members have let me know that this layout is up for sale. So if you are interested in purchasing this layout, just let them know. It's made to be moved and will pack down into a 6x4 metre trailer. It also features 17 tortoise motors, PSX breakers, and all lighting, most fixed buildings and cars will be included. And if you do want to get in contact with the Ballarat Club, I'll leave their details in the description below. Yeah.
What exhibition? That was you.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's it. But look active.
I sent him off 20 minutes ago to go and have a look. Green shirt, Mr. Barrett. He's talking to John Hunter. Yeah, I sent him off 20 minutes ago to go see it. That's what
I've done it quite a few times. I just put in a couple of shirts and stuff like that. Sometimes you think I've done all that work and you don't get picked up either. I know, they say you have to done it to get it, but no sort of like, well, it's practice.
So next up we had the Micro Madness stand, which had various layouts of different shapes, sizes and scales to demonstrate what can be achieved in a limited space. All very much achievable for beginners. Now I think this is one of the more important stands as it gives us, I guess, what can be achieved with just a small amount of room. We don't all have that kind of space for these massive home layouts or even some of these exhibition layouts. But most of us do have a small amount of space, be it on a desk or on top of a cupboard or a dresser or something like that, and you can build these little dioramas. You can practice model making, you can practice scenery and wiring and all that kind of thing, and then when it comes to building a massive layout one day, you've got all those skills ready to go. Also, I really like this little Inglenook switching game that they've got built here. OGMORE Valley is a freelance narrow gauge railway based around the rural Welsh village, with a bit of a theme towards the slate industry. Almost everything on this fun little layout is scratch built, which I found very fascinating.
Yeah, turn the volume up.
So when you do this,
I'll wait until it comes back.
Don't tell the boss. I'll go get it. I know nothing. You had the news.
Then I had another one after it. Got fixed. Then I had blood on my last. The last one was very cheap.
MILLTOWN was built with a touch of modeller's license, modelled from original photos, plans and information from tramways, trains and surroundings from all over Australia. MILLTOWN is a fictitious town with a mill based on the Powelltown Mill in the mountains east of Melbourne, set in the early 1900s. They've tried to capture the feel of life and times, hardship and engineering triumphs to obtain the resources from forests and development of rural communities into prosperity. It is modelled in HO with broad gauge and 009 track. On the extension, Colin has used the Magna Rail to bring the roads to life. So this is in HO OGMORE scale. And there were a couple of other small layouts there, but unfortunately I just didn't really get around to filming enough footage of them, but I'm sure I'll get them next time. So that was my overview of the Warrnambool Model Railway exhibition for 2022. And frankly, I think it was worth the 6-hour round trip to visit the exhibition. Really good regional exhibition and an excellent job by the Warrnambool Model Railway Club for putting it on. Although I think next time I go, I might just do it as an overnighter. I guess my standout for the exhibition was Adam, who was operating a G-scale or live steam little demonstration, and it was really good. It was just a little table with a couple of bits of track, and he fired up the locomotive pretty much when anyone asked and took us all through it and made me a little bit keener to get into that live scale, or live steam, larger scale stuff, although that's budget depending. So anyway, I reckon Adam doing the demonstrations was probably my standout, and that was really good to have everyone involved, and it was really, really positive experience. Anyway, if you're interested in going to the Warrnambool Model Railway exhibition next year or in the future, I'll leave all the appropriate links in the description below. Also, a massive thank you to everyone who came up to me and said hello. I guess this is the first time I've been to an exhibition since really starting this channel, and I can't say thank you enough. I forget, it's kind of weird, like you don't really think about people watching the channel until I got to meet all of you, and thank you so much for, well, saying hello and saying that you watch the channel and you enjoy the videos. That means a lot. Now, a few of you did say a couple of things, well, mainly to do with subscribing. Now, if you've got a YouTube account, if you've got a Google account, subscribe, helps out heaps. If you don't, it's okay. It's no stress, just watching the video, stoked. Thank you so much for watching, and everyone who watches these videos. Anyway, I will be at more exhibitions this year. And yeah, if you do want to keep up to date with that, you can subscribe, you can follow me on social media, you can check out my website. All the links for those are also available in the description below. So if you went to the exhibition, what was your favorite part of it? Was it the layouts? Was it the travel to get there? Was it the dioramas? Let me know in the comments below, or if you didn't go and you've just watched this video, leave me some feedback as well in the comments. Anyway, until next time, hooroo.